In this video we're going to implement this CSS3 navigation control. Note the color and drop shadow transitions on the container. Note the animations on the navigation items. The body has a top and bottom 50 pixel margin, and we center the body with this auto right and left margin. We have a max width of 200 pixels, we have a gradient background, and we have font family Varda. Let's add some styles to the navigation control. We need relative positioning, we need a block element, we need some padding, and we need a border radius. And a box shadow with 0 horizontal distance, 0 vertical distance, 3 pixel blur, and the box shadow color is black with 20% opacity, and we set the background color to be white for this moment. The box shadow and the border radius are visible here. When we hover over the control, we are going to change the background color. Let's set a little height on this control. And now we're going to add our big gradient to the navigation control. We don't need a background color because it's specified in the background rule. And now to the fun part, the transitions. So we are going to transition the background color and the box shadow. And the transition duration will be 5 seconds. And of course you need to change the WebKit box shadow here in when we hover over if you want a transition. So we set the blur to 10 pixels and we set 100% opacity. When we hover over the control, we want a shorter transition duration, so we set it to half a second. So we can see that when I leave the control, the transition duration is 5 seconds, and when I hover over, it's only going to take a half a second to transition the color, background color, and the box shadow. Let's continue with the first level item container. Let's set the list style type to none. We need relative positioning again. Let's set the min height to 500 pixels. And now we don't need the min height on the nav control. We set 0 margin, 1 pixel padding on all sides. We add a border. It is black. it has 0 opacity. And we add a white background color. Let's add some border radius to the first level item container. We'll have a top left radius of 5 pixels and a bottom left radius of 5 pixels. The border radius. When we hover over the nav control, we want to change the border color. We're only going to change the opacity to 35%. We also want to change the opacity on the background color. It's white, but it only has 80% opacity, so that we can see the nav control behind it. The border, and we can see that the opacity. Let us show the nav control behind. And finally we are going to add some transitions. We want to transition the border color and the background color. And we are going to have another transition duration when we hover over the first level item container.